Hiya. Which way you going? Follow Love Being Outdoors on YouTube. Hi guys, welcome to Love Being Outdoors. My name's Kieran and you're joining me today as we take on the Socratic Trail. This is a 47-mile route running from the outskirts of Greater London all the way down south to the sea at Brighton. If you've been here before, you'll know the deal. There's lots of history, wildlife and foraging. We're going to see plenty of that today and even some smiley pets too. Hello. There's some stunning wall paintings and murals in a church and some giant hill forts sat on top of the South Downs. So get yourself comfy, probably about 30 minutes or so I imagine, and yeah, hope you enjoy the walk. Here we are then, this is the start of the trail. We're at St John the Evangelist Church in Old Coulsdon. And the site of this church actually goes back to the 13th century, and that tower that you can see is still original 15th century, but a lot of the building is a lot newer, and as you can see there's still some building works going on today, which actually means I can't get in there unfortunately, because I was really looking forward to going in that one. If you've been here before, you'll sort of know the deal. There's foraging, history, I like a good church if they're open. So yeah, stick tight and we'll see what we come across. It's the turn of summer now. I haven't done any walking in about 2-3 weeks. I've been busy at a festival and then had some other shindigs. So yeah, my liver's taken a bit of a beating. It would be nice to put some pain back in the legs for a change. It's the turn of summer now. We're getting into sort of mid to end of August, and that means all new things to forage. Hopefully some new animals and bugs and whatnot popping up as well. So yeah, who knows what we're going to get up to on this one, but stay tuned.
Old Coulsdon is in the London borough of Croydon. The village marks the most southerly point of Greater London, sitting 15 miles south of the city. From the air you can see the towering buildings and even snippets of the Thames.
Been walking for a few minutes now and out of Coulsdon and sort of into the woodlands now. So up here is Happy Valley, which is a lovely woodland supposedly from what I've read. Annoyingly, there's no way markers on this trail, so I am having to get the old map out and have a look. But yeah, I'm really glad already just to be away from those houses. Already scouting out different fruit trees, seeing what we can pick. I mean, we've got some elderberries there, some plums. Oh, look at this one actually. Oh, it's very red. Can we get it? Hold on, hold your horses. You're going down low. Come on. Oh, he's dropped it. No. No damage. We're good. Oh. Oh. Look at the colour on that. Lovely. As always, little stone in the middle. Oh. So much fruit. Ridiculous. We've got some hawberries here from the hawthorn tree. You wouldn't eat these normally this time of year, leave them a little bit longer, but they're actually closer to an avocado in texture than they are a berry. They're very, very good for heart health and for respiratory. You make a little tea from some of the berries, which isn't something I've done, but should do. You've got to look after the ticker. Some rose hips here. Oh, everything's alive. It's good. What a time of year. Obviously, I've already got excited about potential forageables. Now that I'm in the woods, it sort of reminded me of mushrooms because we are coming to that season now. It should hopefully be mushroom season, but we've not had a lot of rain. I'm not expecting to find the usual sort of steps and boletes that I might, but there could be some chicken of the woods and other bits around. Oh, the state of this. Things like this. Things like this really grind my gears. Why? Well, if I wasn't walking so far and I had a rubbish bag and I knew there was a bin, I'd be picking that up. It is everywhere. Please don't litter. Why do people do it? I just don't get it. Just don't do it, or you have me to deal with it. All right. Got a feeling we're going to have a view when we come around here. Yeah, we do. Isn't that lovely? Steep. This lovely wildflower. What's that? A skipper? Some sort of skipper butterfly. Clovers, yarrow, got grasshoppers everywhere, a little bee down here. Ah.
Brown hair streaks emerge in August and live until October. These beautiful butterflies are mostly found in our hedgerows and are under threat due to habitat decline.
Hello, buddy. Hello. We've come to our first village on the trail, which is Chaldon. And there's a bit of history here and some of the animals that we might see in and around the local area, and a church that's just up the road over here. And the sign here says that it's a 7th century church, and the mural on the western wall is thought to have been painted by a travelling monk in the 1200s. So yeah, let's go check that out.
The site of St Peter and St Paul's Church goes back around 1400 years and was actually recorded in the Domesday Book of 1086. The wall painting is believed to be 800 years old and shows the biblical events of Judgment Day in red and orange ochre. Alongside the painting is a canvas breaking down the story into smaller chunks. The story of the fall of man, 2 demons holding a bridge of spikes for dishonest tradesmen to cross, and 2 devils stood at a cauldron throwing in murderers. The rest of the church was equally stunning, with a great selection of windows and other historic plaques.
Done about 3 miles now and getting closer to the North Downs, and this path should connect up with the North Downs Way in a little bit, which runs all the way from Farnham in Surrey down to Dover. And I've actually done it with my brother and Coxall, who we did the Cleveland Way with as well. But look, we're starting to get some really nice views where I've got some height now. And yeah, it's pretty stunning. It's a very hot day today though. Poor day to have forgotten my hat. I've had to sort of top up the sun cream once already. I do feel like I might burn a little bit. It's normally just my ears and back of the neck, but those bits get sore with the bag and stuff as well. So just have to champ through it. Plenty of water as always. And yeah, luckily, like I said, there's a lot of fruit around, so keep eating those and they keep you hydrated anyway. Yeah, really enjoying it so far. Oh, and there's a trig point too, even better. Oh, the trig point's actually off the path, but we're going to go and bag it anyway. It's kind of rude not to, really, when you look at that. This is the same guy from the church. Meant to be going that way, but I saw the trig point and it's rude not to bag it, and I have a little list, so it'll yeah, it's quite a nice one as well. But yeah, I'm back that way and left, but yeah, the view's just too good really, isn't it? Yeah, good stuff.
Did you notice the City of London?
Yeah, I did, yeah, you can see it all in back there. So
I don't know what your eyes are like, but Gatwick Airport,
okay,
just down there.
Oh yeah,
Sure,
okay, nice.
We meet up every now and again. We're normally out in Kent. So,
Yeah, yeah.
and then
Is that an organised walking group or?
yeah, some old work colleagues.
Okay, nice.
So,
Yeah,
let's come up your way.
fair enough.
Okay. Make sure it's okay.
Yeah, no, well yeah, they're going to enjoy it, certainly. Take care. I always like chatting to people who are out walking, because you know, they're out here for the same reason I am, and you just love it, and it's nice to be outside. And he was planning a walk for some of his friends. He's got a walking group that he goes out with quite regularly, but they all live slightly further down south, and they said they'll come up his way this time. So he was just planning out a little route, and from what I've seen so far and what he's planned out, they're definitely going to enjoy that. And yeah, this view is just magic. But yeah, definitely feeling like I'm on the North Downs now. glad we've had a good start to the walk, because now we're walking over the M23 and then the M25 just after. Some beautiful apples up on this tree here. See them necessarily, the colour might not be great. They're looking lovely. I don't know if they're eating apples though. Oh, there's some here. Should we chance it? A bit close to the road really, but at the end of the day, it's still fine, isn't it? Oh, that is bitter. Oh, they would be better for cooking. Oh, God, it made my eyes itch. Oh, I need a plum to clean my mouth out. Oh, there's a nice darkling one. Oh, these ones look good. Oh my. Oh. Ah, much better. Ah. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't normally forage so close to a busy road like that, to be honest. It's just the air's a bit rubbish. There's a lot of runoff from the road. Yeah, regret it. Well, I regret it now too, but hopefully that gave you a bit of enjoyment, I guess. But yeah, oh well. If you don't try, you'll never know. But yeah, fun and games. And tell a lie, we're walking under it, which actually is quite cool and much better than walking over it. Oh, nice. Hopefully it's the same on the next motorway. Look, we've got another one. I feel like I need some redemption. That looks like a lovely apple. Here we go then. Well, still bitter and sour, but definitely nicer than the first one. That was nicer, that's how I like an apple. I want to feel it in the sides and the back of the mouth.
At the 5 mile mark, we walk through the town of Merstham and continue through Woodland to the Nutfield marshes. This was a great place for bird watching.
This whole time I've been on the lookout for bullets, which is very similar to sloes, but that's why I want to talk about them, because they are similar but they're slightly different. And I can see some here, but they're just a bit too far. And annoyingly, I've got similar here in this. Oh, I might be able to reach one of these. Ow. Ah. Okay. Oh, nice. Ah. Oh, I just stung up my legs so badly on that. Well, I was gonna say that was a bullus, but it's slightly oval now, which makes me think it might be a damson. I can't really get enough or get close enough to tell. Damson. A pub. We're going to have to resist temptation. I'm a little bit behind where I want to be. The inn on the pond. I think this is up and over the train line. Yes, indeed. Nothing coming. Nice. Successfully navigated. Hello. How are you? Can I give you a pet? Yeah? Hello, buddy. So red kite just in and around those trees over there. See if we can get a better view. The bag is down. This is going to be my little pitch for the evening. Just sit and chill out here. There is a little wooded area. Did contemplate whether to go in. It actually looks really cool because there's, I'm guessing, an old river or something. Yeah, that looks really cool. Oh, there might be some chicken of the woods on that side. We'll go check that out in a second as well. Let's get the tent up though and set up. Yeah, down here look pretty cool. And here still would be kind of cool. I just can't be asked to clear the floor out. It's uncomfortable. Look at that.
Before getting in the tent, I had the pleasure of watching 2 playful deer right in front of me.
Hello, good morning. It is just before 6. It is 5:54. The sun was up about 5:30. Bag is away. Leave no trace as always. You wouldn't know I was here. I was woken up this morning. There's a little pond just in through this gap over here. We'll have a look. And yeah, there's loads of just mallards and other ducks this morning, giving it large. But it's also quite interesting because in the night, I think probably a lot of things came here. But yeah, in the night, I think some deer and stuff were here probably drinking as well, because I could definitely hear some rumbling in and around here and, you know, footsteps, but not human footsteps. Oh, before we go, I've got to have a look at the mushrooms on this tree, see if it is chicken of the woods. What have we got? I haven't got my glasses on either, which doesn't help. I have some oysters, maybe some golden oysters. Past their best though. We won't be eating them anytime soon.
St John the Baptist is a slightly more modern church built in 1869. These normally don't interest me, but from the outside I could see its stained window and wanted to take a proper look.
The jay. I'm going to scare him, I think, but oh, he's quite brave. Ah, he's gone. I love jays. I think they're wicked birds. They're part of the corvid family, so the same as ravens and crows, but they're slightly lighter in colour. They're not black like the rest of them. And magpies as well. Magpies have that streak of blue, which jays have as well, but where they're lighter, it just sticks out so much more and they're so vivid. And back in my old house, I remember seeing them all the time at the end of the garden. You could always pick them out by that blue streak. But the reason I think they're really cool is they are amazing for our woodlands in that they plant so many oak trees through acorns. So acorns are one of their primary food sources. And what they do is just pick up acorns, especially this time of year now that all the acorns are coming onto the trees. And literally, as I say it, we're walking under an oak here. Look at these little guys. So the jays eat all the acorns, but they love to plant them too. And I think it's something like every jay will plant thousands of acorns every year, some as food source, and what they like to do as well is let them grow and eat part of that first little seedling or sapling as well. But they're responsible for so much of our oak tree woodland, and it's really, really important now more than ever where we're losing woodland as well, and we have a lot of oak trees that aren't as old as the veterans that we used to have. So yeah, they're just really, really important and amazing for our environment. So if you see a jay, you'll know that, oh, he might be planting oaks and growing out the woodland where you live too.
Our UK woodlands are on the front line of climate change. Rising temperatures and shifting rainfall patterns are stressing our native trees, while pests and diseases like ash dieback are spreading faster than ever. Ancient woodlands, some thousands of years old, are particularly vulnerable, and often these are the most important to our ecology. New planting projects, rewilding efforts and natural regeneration are reclaiming woodland cover, but it's just as important to protect what we still have now.
I finally found some bullace, so I'm going to go back on myself because there was loads of sloes up here. We're going to look at some sloes and then we're going to check out some bullace and compare the two. So these here are sloes. And they're not particularly tasty. You wouldn't eat them as they are. They're actually quite horrible. And they almost look blueberry-esque in size, but they're really good for flavouring. So prime example would be your sloe gin. You put it in the gin, it releases some flavour, changes the flavour of your gin. But yeah, I'm not going to eat these as they are. But these grow on the blackthorn bush, and actually one of the main ID features that normally differs, and this isn't a great example because it's not that thorny, but the bush is called the blackthorn and it will have thorns on it. But the main ID for sloes is just these really small oval shaped leaves and these hanging blueberry-like fruit. It's pretty hard to miss. So here we go, just found a better example. These really big sharp thorns here. I wonder if I can break one off. Yeah, there you go. So look, now you've got a nice, real sharp thorn. So that's where it gets its name, blackthorn bush. And what you'll see with sloes as well is they'll tend to be slightly lower to the ground in more of a bush or a shrub hedgerow, whereas the damsons, which we'll look at, grow on more of a tree and slightly higher up. So here we've got a bullace, and as you can see, it's growing on a much bigger sort of bush, almost like a tree. Some here that are a bit more reachable. And yeah, from video sake, you might think they're pretty much exactly the same, colour-wise, shape-wise. But you can see from the bullace, look how much bigger the bullace is here. And that's your main ID. And a damson will be slightly more oval shaped. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Please just be nice to me. Oh, please just be nice to me. Oh, oh, oh no. Oh no. What now? Are you going to be nice? Do you mind if I come to you? You guys all right? You don't look too keen. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep walking through if that's all right with you guys. No, please stop coming close. Oh, we go. We're going to try and go around. You don't want me to go around? Can I go that way? I'm going to just try and give you a really long wide berth. No, you're going to block me that way too. You don't want me going this way? Oh no. Come on guys, please. I'm just gonna go for it. Oh my. Okay, if you could just stay over there, that would be great. Please just stay there. Yeah. Oh, don't chase me now. Oh no, please, no. 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 No.
St Bartholomew's Church goes back to the 12th century and has original Norman windows in the chancel. The history of rectors looking over the parish can also be found on the wall. It's got some beautiful windows, and the pipes to the organ stand guard over the entrance to its bell tower. Inside were the ropes, list of sequences to play different songs and chimes, as well as photos and history of the bell tower and those who look after it.
Hiya. How you doing? Today is the 20th of August. We're starting to see some colour changes ready for autumn. They're looking quite orange. It's quite early, but we've had a really dry few weeks. Pretty though. Bag still got caught. But yeah, the woodland's been really nice walking so far, but it is a bit of a maze in the jungle through some of these sections, but I kind of like it. It keeps you on your toes. The last few miles that I've done have all been in the high Wealds area of outstanding natural beauty, and I've been through loads of this woodland. I do about 7 or 8 miles in that, and then I do another 7 or 8 miles and jump into the South Downs National Park. So it's two really nice landscapes, and I know the South Downs well, and there is a lot of woodland, but I'm hoping for a lot of views as I walk through there and just rolling grass hills. So actually to get all the woodland now is really nice, because the woods is actually my favourite place to be. I like being a bit more enclosed and sort of having a lot more going on around you. There are some differences between an AONB and a national park, and although both are designed to protect the landscape and ensure that there's approval processes in place to build things in the area and change the landscape, manage it, how it's dealt with, the farming practices, etc. National parks have almost an onus to bring visitors and people to the space. So in a national park, you're more likely to find that big visitor centre at the big viewpoint where there's a big car park and a cafe, etc. In an area of outstanding natural beauty, they're slightly less common. You'll still get things, at the nice places, but it's slightly different to a national park in that respect. And it has felt a lot quieter, and a lot of these paths I'm walking now, I've hardly seen any people. I mean, albeit it is a Wednesday, midday, so a lot of people are at work, but it's still been lovely. Whereas I know on the South Downs, there are a lot of areas that can get quite busy and rammed, and the trail hasn't taken me through any of that so far. So yeah, let's just keep going and see what comes next. Oh, a bridge. Nice. Sheltered too, or covered. Look at that. You can clearly see from the cracks all the way up to the edge, and from down here on the sort of far left, that the water's normally a lot more than that. All these pink flowers here is Himalayan balsam, and it's really invasive, and it will be killing a lot of the native plants that should be living here. And the reason it's so hard, oh, there's a bee in there. Didn't see you. Hello. But yeah, the reason it's so hard to get rid of is because these seed heads explode. Normally when you give it a bit of a push, it recoils like that. Let me focus. It recoil like that, and all these seed heads will scatter out and fling everywhere. And it makes it really difficult to chop this plant down. And if you're going to do it, you had to have done it a few months ago, because now all of these seed heads, and all of them, when they gradually explode off in the wind, are going to send more and more of this flower out across this woodland and slowly take over more of the natives. And you can see it's just everywhere in this patch. In through here, still growing despite the lack of light. It's fighting it. It's not very healthy. but it's surviving because it's hardy. And then wow, look, just more and more and more and more. This is pretty bad. Don't get me wrong, like pollinators love it. You'll see lots of bees here, but it shouldn't be here ultimately. Look, it goes on forever. Look, and it goes deep as well. It's all the way back at the sides. Ah, stinging nettles everywhere. Look, still going, still going. Still going. Really deep off back there. Still going. Still going, left and right, all in that, underneath that woodland and under that tree canopy. All of this over here on that far side. There's more of it. Still going, still going, still going, still going, still going. Still going. And originally this would have just all been one small little patch, but it's just spread so quickly. Still going, still going, still going. More here. And I walked past a lot of it before I started filming to talk about it, because I was like, wow, there's a lot. Loads off on here, underneath this side, more of it, still going. Still going, still going. I think you get the point. There's loads of it. I need some real work, that does. I don't even know what time of year would be best to cut it back, but I think, you know, I've just shown you all of those seed heads and the way they explode, right? And now every single one of these has 15, 20 of those that are hanging off, each with 15, 20 odd seeds inside. And one windy day, once these have all dried out, they'll all just go on the same day because they're so sensitive. And once they've dried out, I'm still chatting and talking to you, and look, still going, still going. Wow. Is this a river or something? Where am I? Yeah. So here, funnily enough, is the River Ouse, and this will be literally where it would have started. One little bit would have got caught, most likely on the river, would have travelled all the way down the river. Well, this bridge does not look safe. Travelled down the river, and look, it's just all running down all this left-hand side. Well, yeah, not good. No way, someone's playing the organ. Well done. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Oh yeah. No, well yeah, it's better than I can play, so. Oh well. That is a church, and we are not going in there because I can't be bothered. There's a pub down the road, so I'll see you at the pub, I guess. Lovely stuff. Now, is there somewhere outside to sit? That is the main question. Lovely stuff. Refilled both my waters and a lovely IPA. Cheers. Hey, buddy. Ribbit.
I found another quiet field to put my head down for the night, and tonight's entertainment will be this beautiful peach and purple sky.
And good morning. It's 20 to 7. I had a bit of a late one today actually. I didn't get up until gone 6. I was just tired, but same old. Just to show ya, we leave no trace as always. You can see a bit of a flat patch, but hey, that's nothing really. No litter, no rubbish, no mess, no impact. Yeah, let's get on with it. Nice kind man has just filled my waters up for me. Hello, buddy. I would like to come this way if that's possible. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. As of right now, I'm in the South Downs National Park. I've just entered the perimeter of it, basically. And, I was going to say you can't see much, but there is a gap in the fence. Turn that round. Look at that. Beautiful. And up, it'll be one of these two, is Ditchling Beacon. And I don't actually go past Ditchling Beacon, I go quite near to it. That's one of my favourite spots, and where I did one of my first ever wild camps with my dog Otto. This was years ago, like 5, maybe 6 years ago now. So it's got a bit of a soft spot in my heart, that place. But yeah, it's great weather today, so let's get up there and have a look at the views. Come on in. And there we are. It's the highest point on the walk, if you couldn't tell. It is looking pretty good. Give it a spin. Actually, you know what, let's send the drone up. It's a bit windy, but go on then.
Ditchling Beacon is the highest point in the South Downs, but it holds more than just a sweeping view. It was once the site of an Iron Age hill fort. Over 2,000 years ago, it sat as a defended settlement, part of a chain of forts stretching along the downs. While little survives above ground today, the paths between these forts connected thriving communities, busy trade routes and farmland practices below. On the northern slopes, you can still see the rippling patterns of ridge and furrow farming. These waves in the grass are ghostly imprints of ox-drawn ploughs from hundreds of years ago, linking the stories of the hill from ancient warriors to working farmers.
Perfect. That is my first proper look at Brighton and the sea. Now I can really see the sea. We've not got long to go now. I think it's 3.5 miles or so. Yeah, very nearly there, very nearly there. Yes. There we go. And that is it. We've done it. We have finished the Socratic Trail. That was a really, really good trail. I really enjoyed myself actually. I thought the landscape was lovely. The woods and the forest through the high Weald was beautiful and actually quite nice to be out of the shade sometimes. And then the South Downs was, you know, the South Downs was the South Downs. The weather I had today was fantastic for it. There was some good stuff to forage. The fruits all came at perfect times when I was just a bit low on energy, and pulling a plum off a tree or some blackberries, yeah, really helped me to get through it. And my highlight was definitely the the wall painting on the church at the start. If that is as old as it said it was, then I think that's really, really cool. And the sort of descriptions of it all as well. Just, yeah, I spent quite a lot of time looking at that. If you've come this far, thank you so much for your time. Stay tuned, there'll be plenty more walks to come. Let me know maybe what you want to see, or if there's anything in particular that you enjoyed from today's walk that you want more of, let me know. But yeah, catch you next time. Love being outdoors.